morning to all. Welcome to Bosco Campus Vision. This is Asha SP, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Don Bosco College, Kottayam. So let's begin with our topic. Today we are dealing with provisions, baggage provisions, which is defined under section 77, 78, 79, 80 and 81 of the Customs Act of 1962. So, in the last class, we have discussed about what do you mean by baggage, then baggage, list of prohibitions or instructions from Customs Authority, then the meaning of the term baggage, procedure to be followed by a person entering India. So today we are going to look into provisions under section 77 and section 78. Section 77 deals with declaration by the owner. Okay, so under this act or under section 77, the passenger should clearly declare the list of baggage with the Customs Authority. He must make a declaration regarding the details of the baggage. So for this purpose, the passenger have to pass through a red channel or a green channel. In the last class, we have discussed about what is red channel and what is green channel. Red channel is meant for passengers having dutiable goods, and green channel is a channel which is meant for passengers having non-dutiable goods. So, red channel and green channel are allowed by the Customs Authority because it is practically very difficult to identify or declare or check the baggage of each and every person. So, necessary for a passenger to pass through either through a green channel or a red channel. So, with effect from 1st April 2016, there is no declaration must be made with the persons does not having non-dutiable goods. So, in both the cases, the passenger have to show a disembarkation card with the Customs Authority. So, disembarkation card should clearly declare the contents in the baggage, and it must be handed over to the Customs Authority. And if the passenger has made any false declaration, he must be penalized or prosecuted or even is arrested. Any or passenger with dutiable goods must pass through a green channel. Same consequences must be taken by the Customs Authority. So that's all about with section 77 of the Customs Act of 1962, that is declaration by the owner. The next one is that section 78 deals with rate of duty and tariff valuation. So the rate of duty which is imposed for baggage as per Customs Act 1962 is 35%. And in addition to this 35%, 2% education cess and 1% secondary education cess must be added to this. So the total valuation of baggages, total duty imposed on baggages 35% plus 3% of this 35%, that is 36.05%. Baggage rules is baggage are exempted from countervailing duty. They are totally exempted from countervailing duty. Countervailing duty is already discussed in the last classes. Countervailing duty is a duty which is imposed on imported goods. And one laptop computer or one notebook computer which is carried on by a person or passenger who is more than 18 years is exempted from customs duty. And computer it's only laptop computer or notebook computer. So this is regarding section 78 of the Customs Act of 1962. So the next term is personal effects. Personal effects is an important term which is included in the Customs Act of 1962. Personal effects means all personal articles or all articles which is used by the person for his personal use or household purpose, even if the term furniture is included in the term personal effects. So personal effects are exempted from tax as per GFA. What is GFA? General Free Allowance of rupees, or within the limit of GFA of rupees 50,000. That means personal effects is exempted from tax up to rupees 50,000. 50,000 vare personal effects is not liable to pay any customs duty or import duty. So here are the list of personal effects which are exempted from customs duty. Personal jewelry, one camera, video camera or camcorder, one pair of binoculars, one portable color TV, one music system, one portable typewriter, one tent and camping equipments, one computer, one electronic diary, professional equipments, instruments and apparatus of appliances, sporting equipment, one portable wireless receiving set and one cell phone. So these are the list of personal effects that are exempted from customs duty. So today we have looked into section 77 and section 78 of the Customs Act 1962, and section 77 deals with the declaration by the owner, and section 78 deals with rate of duty and tariff valuation. So and personal effects and the meaning of personal effects and the list of personal effects which are included in customs duty. So in the next class we shall discuss about the balance provisions. Thank you all viewers.